right to be equal.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And it's a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, nice move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 43 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Touchdown! Aaron Jones, 67 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Jones now on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Looking to throw. Jones going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Jones. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Wide open receiver complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers over the middle complete. It's Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On 1st down, Rodgers.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
That's complete to Shepard. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Jones. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38, Jones flush to his right. Fights through him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And this is back to a 5-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
He finds Watson complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, a throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Jones. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it into any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Here's Jones. He's got a man, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown error on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.